In this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the status report module within OnePlan. Now, one of the nice things about OnePlan is that you can centralize all your work and initiatives into one plan and allow managers to submit a standard status report. So a few ways you can access your status reports here is one is if these reports are ready for submission, you'll notice it in your insights that you have plans ready for submission and approval. Or you can actually come down to your plans down here and you can click on the little hamburger, go to reporting and say go to status reports. Or you can come to the portfolio view here. You can find your plan within the portfolio view. Again, clicking on your hamburger, going to reporting, you can go to status reports. And lastly, we have a status report view here on the main navigation. So if you click on here, you're going to see a view that shows you all open reports that you need to review and submit to management for approval, and if you have reports waiting for you to approve and send back to your managers. So I'm going to come down here to one of our plans that I have to submit, and I'm going to go ahead and click on OnePlan. And so you'll see here in this particular report, the first thing is that you can actually have snapshots of these status reports. So you can set this up on a daily basis, a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, a monthly basis. So depending on how many status reports you want to create, you can set that up into the system. And so right now we see that we have a status report as of June 1st that we need to submit. Now, this is probably a monthly status report. So if I had this plan in here in May, I would see a May 1st and maybe an April 1st. So as this moves forward, we're going to see a July 1st. And so basically what OnePlan does is it generates a status report based on the current data. But what's nice about this is that you can actually come in and make modifications to this status report before you submit it. So I can actually come down here looking at my status report and say, well, actually we're back on track here. So we were able to resolve the over allocations that we're having on our project, and we've moved this project back on track. We can say now we actually completed phase 2. We're going to actually completed phase 2, or I'm sorry, 3 now, because last time we completed phase 2. Now we're going to go ahead and start on phase 4. We can scroll down and see additional information like from your work plan. So I see what tasks are currently in progress, which ones might be at risk. I can see what active issues, and you could add in risks or changes or any other work types that you want into the system. So once I have my status report set up, I've updated my data. I'm sorry, I forgot to change that. Now everything's all back on track. I can now submit this to my manager. So I can go ahead and click on submit. And so what this is going to do now, though, once I've submitted, it's going to lock down the status report. So now I no longer can make additions or changes to the status report. Now I can recall it before a manager approves it. So if I forgot something, I can come back and recall it. But as soon as the manager approves it, that becomes the official status report for that month, period, or time. As a manager, I can have the ability to come in and view the reports that I need to approve. So if I see here, I have a marketing event that's been submitted to me. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And I can now see that I have this ability to approve or reject this particular report. So now I can kind of scroll through here and see what's going on. And as a manager, I can contribute a little bit to this as well. But now I'm looking at through this, everything looks great. I can see the active issues, the current tasks that are in progress. One of them is at risk. I can then say, okay, I approve. So I can make some comments. Looks good. And I will go ahead and approve. So now that this status report has been submitted by the plan manager and has been approved by the executives or portfolio manager, you can take this report and send them to your customers or additional managers. And there's several ways you can do it. One is you can export it to Word. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into a Word document. So if you wanted to dress this report up a little bit more, change some of the styling, maybe add some additional data that may not be in OnePlan, you can actually take it out and put it into Word. And so now you'll see I have it in Word, and I can obviously make some adjustments to it based on my needs. I can also export it to PDF. So if I wanted to send this PDF file to a customer, I can just simply export that to PDF. Or if I just want to email it to a customer or to a manager or an executive, I can click on email report and it will take this and actually embed it into an Outlook email, and it will send it that way as well. Now, one thing that's important is that when OnePlan is snapshotting this data, when you say approved, this data is all being snapshot into the database, so you can actually start to capture trend analysis. So you can use Power BI to build reports that allows you to see how things have progressed over time. So as a project says they're at risk and the following month they say now they're back on track, you can start to see a trend of how things are going by using Power BI. So this is just a quick overview of the status report module within OnePlan.